It's like the play the brain by the play for another. So can find it that my should already like you said that not abstractly that or I think that through the reading or like use of kind of like yeah we did okay doing that like at that the moment while while the members get the work and take the like and the police are coming is going to get in that like and the friend of might be together after the moment. Something the moment is taking like the name with the probably using the Reddit contacting helping actively connecting the local creating local about like the situation of like the members of the class of being in danger and about like my system of connecting like the talks and like just that move on the ambit. So like at that point, I'm looking for like most likely Dustin and Lucas like and also like they discussing it and that effectively at that point I'm totally putting that Dustin telling Lucas that basically that Erika was like the newest member to like join like the fan club that definitely Erika telling the job is great usually into see the club along the lines of the putting for like something to like tell people so in that way Lucas is not different that on that when you're telling Erika to like tell these make out like my home and show up uh, uh, to the skull rock location. The then Rikia might be more of the well than to the other object that location of that skull rock certainly might be remembered. So that Rikia that is self thinking out of that might share my way to that the skull rock. Okay, and join up with that ring of black Nancy and Dustin and later the law from the black scenario that has to be and from that point on so they remember everything from that point on until like the end of like the bad legend left when for example the seeing the friends and the also like a partner member of that job there. So, and there goes to left and down like that, selecting scenario that I'm literally right. Also, the PM still the bank them involved I did not nursing like way telling my team to like stop and listening to music and allow like not to like confident come up to like things like now that I'm listening. You know, like he would like considering of like even not having power like and you know to that maybe towards like right now but and that we would be feeling that we don't delay maxing and basically that way to that you know format to have matching and go back into that right now mind what like Nancy feeling that basically and the actual feeling as to that algorithm of right now might inadequately not being present in that the real world question of in the real world but like maybe in that uh, in like the in like the mind world of that kind of those that were like those two vaccine work so, India along the lines like education like right now was like feeling that distinct was then by 19 was there like and they are like the close in that basically in how to like bring down but India along the lines of the 19 telling to that along the lines Nancy telling to that 19 and all like the scenario that is so like at that point I'm totally putting that in the straight away thinking that's like that is like crazy for some such an idea. So so once again, for vaccine is such a fixed thing, just but like I'm point for that point of to be like imagine that would be down to percent maybe like only like from that like willing to like say some can that she definitely going to be just along the line and the thing and that way like I'm for like making uh stop listening to music and just being happy and after that like after like a few hours like I'm silly like now want to get sorry Việt Nam matching like question both like Việt Nam là mọi tiền tất cả phi like matching in the way like things of the that I'm very like one so that when like young or like preparing to matching for like exactly how to like how that they need to incorporation to that Việt Nam mind so definitely not friends and right now that theory might be I can that might be the key slowly opening up that close to that start into the tactic that was developed and it might be for another team that like might be I thought it might be the grown up of like step three that after secrecy within like that was where like some office that step three might be the grown up of like slowly over and to the group so even more compact version of that version complex making like the one that we have the front of my that they want not compact within uh, so black open that the case might be like the case that was into that episode. So like we have different runner and so we remember runner by like runner as well as black hole black electricity bus might have been and black folks might have been around black black when to offer black body at black metal might have been electricity that we were and one of the very first just of it might have been the twist from the top black the twist might have been electricity that we were definitely it might have been that twin of the black and like the very first test subject experiment of that one of such that one of my we thought that we had such a like that when the test subject might have usually put the end of that experiment might have failed can like hallucinations of the basal mouse as well as like answers to that are kind of like a remote location kind of like mouse of black 11 well that the specific might have also gained that thinking services when might have been might have happened to be might have been the very specific might have gained all these three balls but like without the regular that with the specific might have not been like handling that intensity of that potentially free power that and for that the very specific might have had like a telekinesis first happened without this delay and that telekinesis first that might have not allowed nothing might have perfect to like get or the track all the way back in the system and that into like the parabol like the subject might have gone back to what might have happened to the world changes and that way the difference in that the very first perspective is like for another mind have gone around in like the backward and for as well as might have been witness to that all the way back maybe during around that 1950 might have been especially on the wood. So like and then back then that once part like the backward like for like the specific might have gone captured and might have gone on the turn into Vietnam might amount of form of like Vietnam might have been what might have and then return to like Vietnam back then might have been more than so like it might have been like when like when that within brother of like when I think it would what might be like that intention brother of like which that intentions might have that we have turned into like what might have aligned with like the intentions of like shadow of the that they actually might have initially use this lateral remote location power similar for using that like to like target it's like and make a film which would be and that way so might have got like with the to the comment that remember like around that time like maybe exactly like 11 like 6 to fight out and around this was like power all the way back that 1950 and after that, like it might have, easily that he might have again back to like how it might be, what might have happened, and that might be the reason for lack when you recently like for like the of lack that not happening. Might be like the fluent brain. So that leaves the lack in the case with lack of to see at that in that stage like I'm referring that it might have been part two of this war lab from that like we the culprit is definitely that very same and because thing of the and that is great like that very same was number one that's the bit of that then of course around that like might have in that all the way back in like 1953 might have for and part like the band was it's like still alive and was really can be like the culprit might be along the lines from might have fit way and down to the conclusion eventually what might have happened quickly might in the range so like at that so like at that point self commerce front of might have decided to like break down that was that right now I've seen according to that with that index and like and look for that mean and might have been in front of up to date about like all the happenings in that 11 like and they today about like 11 having lost my power as well like I was wondering like once might have updated exactly when 11 has now might have been like 20 so luckily with that concentrating was realizing about that constantly realizing about that the of that about like the turning back then like at that point like maybe one might have been run on might have said it's like fail to that one of might have quickly created that combat moves or like a glitch operation or like might have created that even by that so like any future emergency situation like when the electric that might have been fail with like this combat version of executing to like the form to like to start organ then I don't want to be prepared start like the from like opening up the games while suddenly like the form like might have made this move in like really getting 11 towards like to the lab at like never to have like 11 regain that from power match to bring down Vietnam through 11 my job is just right now happened so far that above the big challenge is going on today. Also, possibly medical represents for like maybe eventually still developing a kind of jealousy towards that. The one between that very kind of thing, like also like an focus and other that we usually getting insecure and seeing maybe things along the lines of like doesn't feeling as if like doesn't know it how to like stay wise at the same time like always nice to like really and that would still maybe getting a bit jealous of that one. It's also that kind of jealous of that, but it's also that kind of focus and that it is always great and my own something like for example, I'm doing my career right now is definitely for that code to that is find some sort of like a conflict solid evidence for like actually that's cool that of having been there and that in this process definitely my career right now. Yes, and that definitely my career mission right now is definitely for like to with that and to that right now to that simply pick up some like an update on this of that can bring you as well as and hiding that also from the line and as well as that news that also became that from that you can have and even hiding that as well in your pocket as well where I think that without like enjoying more for a moment right and like that and and not is your laptop name and everything right now is definitely more like to see according to let us mean on to and over lap mic and through lab the lab and like Nevada like now there and the PM for gaming like 5 minutes when they come for recording for like even at that point actually be to not find out about like the panel word and about like the most of like the password and about like those things actually not finding out about that so that when you went to the control the even in messages and private and trying to things also to think more like this is helpful I think get that to a remote way like through some good skills rather than actually finding out about the parallel word and being the and actually getting interacting with like the actual adventure with the to get person in like the actual parallel against like the monsters and like against like the parallel that indeed not happening instantly might be injury and right. We saw that the human prevention right now in the of that might not just be a gate thing that lovers late, but that gate might be considered to that is the love value version of that lovers late in like the bad word as well. That the real word lovers late and like lovers late is like the bad word. Lovers late might be connected to that between uh, that while the same number what might be like the days is like for the planet so so that way like the different four legs might be either like the purpose of like it might be staying like the same might be remaining unchanged might be like that good that the might bring might be that that's the game that we might be the reflection so that the game is that the one black one black when might have gone back the black powers like at that point of the maybe might have been like the shadow monster like the giant shadow monster might have at that point supported to right now about that 11 flat powers and basically 11 flat being like Christian power flat we have it close that the giant gate unit black fountain flat instantly of the members of the flat either that now send that time while about the members that now might have now just flat power all the way back in like 1950 still we send that time like and the maybe that now might have been within updated through uh, through like the shadow of like maybe it's just like all the monsters of like the battleground are all connected like bring that back now might be instantaneously might have been aware that and might have been getting updated about like all the progress of that when I've seen like that against like the monsters of like the battleground and about like living like mission of like closing that the giant gate beneath like woman's lab and everything might be like the case that even whenever now might be thoroughly aware of that 11 11 power and like right now even the person might be having that app to fear some towards like 11 might be like that which might be the reason for like right now when most likely that way might have created like a big finish like levels late so that like India within the one but now I don't know so just like the thought just the feeling that that way like absolutely no one might find like the game that way that when you'll be able to like find the day that lab will be able to like close the day. So like it might tell you but that prioritizing of like stealth battle like it not might out of the fear battle and might close that game as well. and hence like Vietnam accelerates are from that aspect that in like the creation of like the landscape that like Vietnam might only do to start to like create a thing like LoversLake in like the Paris what something to like the LoversLake in like the LoversLake in like the Korea what might have been one might have happened new yes, so I'm definitely able to temperature right now. I'm going to be taken off wine in like the water scale and I'm focused on one of the wines that is basically getting hold of like steam lead and up to the one that putting the wine full steam to the day and up to the like that is steam and it's being unable to the trees and when that is steam maybe up being pushed into that the lava slate in like the battle the tree that the battle got lava slate is like steam now that I'm looking over the right time right now. So that matter and all the extent like the wine that are wrapping around steel and basically steel to that pulling and steel to that the pan goal levels later and the widespread steel show and they are like able to bring that steel that the working to the brain settlement and that when I'm like steel of the witnessing that Vietnam standing right because steel and then probably looking for like an actual laptop steel the tool like a track looking like state which like building to now parameter of the program like and that's the conversion of maybe that's the conversion of like transforming steel it like similar amount of like that from beginning from that thing on it's like feeling to now parameter of the thing and great. So like we have friends and partners, we have like the same like Nancy organ and maybe to like hopefully but still like that I'm just about to go. Yeah, like I'm more like I'm still like I'm just for that even though it's coming for like Eddie and Eddie so they wanted to like wanting them to like run back through the game back to the real world like the Nancy totally probably take that distance to find that right now like the password and went down like that. Along the line, like Nancy taking that for president, to which like Robin and Steve would be supporting. Even though Steve initially would be handing down, like Steve still eventually ending up agreeing to like Nancy and Robin and definitely Eddie at that point in that like they are crazy, but still Eddie and feeling that he has no other choice but to left team. So that way would bring that they are seeing like referring that deciding to like explore like the password and find Wagner and bring down Wagner. And so most likely Nancy as well as that the audience might be most likely having lined up with that might be the case, especially on the so yet like so the correct shot like the attempt of like Nancy and team to upon the convention to bring down Wagner, probably back and kept eventually ending up in such a situation where right now I think maybe Wagner deciding to like take them out so that will last second like when if we about to take the note like that will last second when number to when by then like when would have probably we going back power and being clean by then ultimate frame which is like probably trying to like finding out about like the number one suspect like of like this might have been like sad and because the number of like the brains definitely you might be in that right now especially when it's random so at least 11 by the time 11 we getting back would be getting back about like into the next 11 lakh and learning of all the sense and so like that would be much relative by the time that 11 will be again back about like from that 11 straight away like accessing like the awkward and searching for like Vietnam and basically exactly like how Vietnam can like basically use this power what might be Vietnam's powers of like remote like the remote telekinesis power which like Vietnam might have used against like so the case of like Russia as well as like like the same power like like 11 remote telekinesis or like like 11 gaining once like 11 would be gaining back the powers of like rather than so we're using that like and as like but would be able to take out like the group of like steel and see Robin at 30 like that the last second number like 11 like through the last word like striking down Wagner had basically using that remote telekinesis power to like stop Wagner that eventual scenario. Sarah will bring him up